Good morning, friends and followers. Thanks for joining me once again. I'm Josh Garzinski here at Stan's Garden Center in Erie, Pennsylvania, and I'm going to really give you the skinny about hanging baskets and large trailing flowering material. This is stuff that maybe your local grower, your garden center is afraid to tell you, that hasn't really brought this up in the past, but I'm going to give you a little bit of kind of midsummer maintenance. We're kind of going to reach that hot, that dry, those dog days of summer. And I know when you took your basket home, you really appreciated this nice, even carpet look that the grower has provided for you. And we've taken great pains to kind of make this plant branch. We've used some material called plant growth regulators. We may have pinched it in its youth. We've given it fertilizer, perfect environment. And now as you've taken it home, it may not be as you pictured in your mind. It's not the front of Better Homes and Gardens. It is just maybe got a little more like this. And it's just, I'm not really proud of this anymore. And you want to kind of change the look of that plant. So I'm going to give you a little tip. If your hanging basket doesn't quite look like this yet, I'm going to give you a little info about the plant itself. So when these plants grow, they all bloom on the terminal, the tip, the very end of the plant. So whether it's Calibrachoa, which is the mini petunia, or the million bells that everyone calls them, or whether it is the large blooming petunia, whether it's all petunias, a mixed basket, whatever it is, when the season is going on and you're watering and you're fertilizing, gotta fertilize these baskets. They have this big a plant, all growing in this smallest soil. I want you to take a couple of branches every time you water and hack them off. Yes, I know I'm being blunt, but I want you to get rid of them. Here's the reason. Take the longest, most scraggly branch and go ahead, like I just pinched them off like this, but I brought the scissors just for the prop. Go ahead and take 2 or 3 of those long, scraggly branches and cut them off. Get rid of them. Put them in the compost. The reason for that is you're restarting that terminal closer to the center of the plant. It's not going to get all scraggly like this, kind of bald on top like me. It's going to be more filled. It's going to be better branched. And as the season goes on, you're going to keep getting these blooming terminals, those tips, closer to the center. And every time you make a cut, it's going to make 3 or 4 branches where there was 1. That's what you're trying to do to continue the season, to achieve that nice carpet look like that. And all of these blooms are on the tips. So once it starts to get like this, it's a little too late. What do? Something I call a renovation pruning. All right, we really aren't proud of this anymore. We're just gonna, I know, don't be nervous. Come in here with the scissors and just go to town. I don't want you to be afraid. It's gonna look rough, and it's gonna look rough for like 10 to 12 days. That's it. What you're gonna do after you cut this back, okay, don't do this when it's severely wilted. Make sure it's nice and hydrated, okay? You're gonna go ahead and cut this back into kind of a nice, tidy ball here. You're gonna make it so that, imagine it looks just like that beautiful pink one. You're gonna go ahead and get rid of all these tips and terminals, leaving a little bit of green leafy material. You're gonna go ahead, I don't want you to be shy. The shy is kind of what gets you to this point. If you had pruned earlier, they would have stayed nice and tight and branched. So now, from now on, you're gonna know. So we're gonna go ahead, tidy this up. You're making kind of this pretend bowling ball there, all right? Doesn't look like much, not something you're proud of. Then you're gonna come in and you're gonna re-add a little bit of this Osmocote. Here, we grow over 28,000 hanging baskets. All the baskets get Osmocoated, so when you take them home, there is a pack of crackers every day in there, not a turkey dinner. So we put a couple more tablespoons of the Osmocote, that long-term slow-release fertilizer, and we use regular water-soluble fertilizer, not at a high rate, just at a constant rate. Just a level tablespoon or a little less every time you water. That's going to reinvigorate this plant. I want you to think of this potting soil like kind of a dish sponge. And once you rinse out the soap, you get no more suds. I need you to put some of that soap back in your dish sponge so that this plant can feed and come back and thrive. It doesn't take as long as you think. I know you're not going to be proud of this plant for a week or two, but you will love it going into the late season. This plant will look like the day you bought it or nicer. come Labor Day and after. For any questions about renovation pruning your hanging basket, feel free to contact any of us professionals here at Stan's.